Hi, I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher, and welcome to another edition of Doing What Matters, the show where we talk to Phoenix employees about the work they do every day. We're here today in beautiful downtown Civic Space Park at Central and Van Buren, and it's a great microcosm of what makes Phoenix great. Open space, public art, the beautiful skyline behind us, adaptive reuse buildings, Arizona State University, all the things our residents tell us they love about Phoenix. And no one has talked to more residents of Phoenix recently than our Planning and Development Services Department on the important project PLANPHX. I'm here today with Josh Bednarek, Principal Planner. Josh, thanks for joining me.
Morning, sir.
So you've worked a lot on PLANPHX. You've talked to a lot of residents. Tell us about that whole process.
Sure. It was about a 2.5-year process going out and talking to folks about primarily two things. What do you love about Phoenix? And then what are your big ideas for the future? And then taking that feedback and using it to develop the general plan, the master plan for the city of Phoenix.
So the general plan is something the state requires us to do. The last version, some people would say maybe was a little dry.
Sure.
And we decided, the mayor and the council asked us to do something different this time. What was it that we're doing that's different?
Sure. The mayor and council did a fantastic job of, one, getting us out into the community and connecting them with where they're at. And then using that feedback, really crafting the general plan around the feedback we got from the residents. We're required by state law to address 17 elements. Now, the last general plan essentially had 17 chapters. We wrote this existing general plan on the feedback we got and then integrated the 17 elements with that feedback.
And what were the big themes that you pulled out from hearing from residents?
In response to what do you love about Phoenix, parks and open space was the #1 answer by far. And in response to what do you love about Phoenix, connectivity, everything from enhancing our transportation infrastructure to providing more places to connect with friends and family were atop the list.
In downtown, it was surprising to me that from throughout the city, people talked about downtown. It wasn't just Central Phoenix residents. What do you think that was? What did you hear about that?
You know, I think it goes back to that concept of connectivity, that time and time again from residents from north to south, from east to west, really value the function that downtown provides in the city. It's a place that you can go to a ball game, a place you can go to a civic event, a place where you take out-of-town residents or family. And it's that one place in the city that we can all come together, and time and time again we heard about the value that the Phoenix residents place in that.
Yeah, I've heard people say everybody has their own neighborhood, but downtown is everyone's neighborhood.
Exactly.
That seemed to sort of come out of the feedback.
Yeah, we were pleasantly surprised that downtown continued to be a point of pride for everyone across the city.
Now, as a planner by trade and by training, what would you say is important about planning? What is it that makes it important to the residents of Phoenix?
You know, at a very basic level, it provides residents an opportunity to just communicate what they want to see for the future of their city. And in that, we use that to identify, using their tax dollars, how do we best guide that infrastructure investment or growth to reflect that vision that they have. And I think that's just a basic function of government, to integrate, to interact with residents, to talk about what do you want us to be, and how can we work together to make that happen. And so at a very basic level, that's what planning does.
All right, and now PLANPHX itself has a couple more steps involving the residents of Phoenix for the end. Tell us about what's happening with the next steps of PLANPHX.
Sure, so the mayor and council just approved the general plan back in March, and it'll be on the ballot in August. Should that be approved, we'll be working with the residents on a couple of next steps. The general plan provides the kind of big macro level vision for the community. We'll be going out to each of our 15 villages and asking, how does this integrate with you, and have them develop a character plan. We'll take the feedback from that character plan and start to take a look at their land use mix and really identify where they want to see some growth and where they want to see some preservation. And then the last step, we'll be talking about what that looks like. And so kind of a 3-step process after the election, and it'll be a lot of fun.
So the community input does not end?
No, absolutely. You know, we're in many ways just getting started. You know, we've heard about generally what you want. Now, how does that apply to your neighborhood? And I think that's really where residents are anxious to kind of dive into that conversation with us.
Well, great. Josh, I'm glad you're doing this. Thank you for joining me today and explaining more about PLANPHX.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the PLANPHX document, read it, dig into it, go to the website on your screen. For Doing What Matters, I'm City Manager Ed Zuercher.